Today I'm going to use and review the Zgrill top-of-the-line smoker, the 700E. Zgrill wanted me to review their 700E pellet grill, and so they sent me one and a bag of pellets to give it a try. So I'm a total pellet grill noob. I've never owned one before, but I have cooked on it once or twice at a friend's house, and so I'm going to give this one a whirl and let me show you what some of my favorite features are.
Assembling the 700E was easy since they have really good instructions, and if you get stuck, they also have an assembly video on YouTube. The hopper is big enough for a full 20-pound bag of pellets, so you won't run out during your cook. The auger automatically feeds the exact amount of pellets you need, and you can set the temperature with the turn of a dial. The porcelain enameled grates are pretty non-stick, and at nearly 700 square inches, there's more than enough room to cook for your family. The grease pan will catch most of the mess. You can even cover it with aluminum foil for really quick cleanup. There's a grommet installed for your favorite temperature probes on your wireless thermometer, and a storage box at the bottom to store extra pellets or accessories. For my first cook, I want to do something relatively easy and made a roasted chicken and veggies. To fire it up, flip the switch to on and turn the dial to smoke. After a few minutes, you'll see smoke in the chamber and hear the roar of the fire. Then we turn it to our desired temperature. Now I'm going to go low to get a little bit more smoke flavor. I'm using some store-bought Jamaican jerk rub, but I have a from scratch recipe on the channel that you can check out. Now it's just as easy to make one as it is to make more, so I have another one that I'll use later on in the week. I tossed them on the pellet grill for 15 minutes at the low temperature to get a little bit more smoke flavor. I also used a temperature probe so I could pull it right when it was done instead of lifting the lid to check it every couple of minutes. 15 minutes later, I turned it up to 375 degrees to get crispy skin and didn't do anything else until it was done. The chicken came out with a good color and tasted great. While that was resting, I turned up the heat and grilled up some veggies for a side. Grilling performance wasn't amazing, but the edges got hot enough to get a good char. Now that's pretty common with pellet grills though, and everybody liked the end result. The next day, I wanted to test how it worked as a smoker and test some low and slow cooking with a 10-pound pork butt. I used a water pan to keep things juicy, and the only thing that I did was I spritzed it every hour or so for about 5 hours when I found this. It had an amazing color and looked perfect. I wrapped it in aluminum foil until it was tender and was amazed at how juicy it was. The smoke flavor was pretty light, but my pellet friends say that I should have smoked it just a little bit longer to get a little bit stronger flavor. I can't get a grill without cooking pizza on it, so I ran it up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and the cook came out nice and even on the stuffed crust pizza.
So what are my impressions after 3 cooks on the pellet grill? Well, pellet grills are much more convenient than lighting a chimney of charcoal. You can get to the temperature that you want much faster. You can change the temperature in the middle of a cook a lot easier, and the flavor, well, it's better than gas. And it performed well at low and slow, roasting, as well as baking. The build quality of the Zgrill seems to be pretty good, and I even contacted support just to see how quickly they'd respond. I got an answer within a couple of hours, and I imagine if you ever had a problem, you would get a quick response and they'd be able to help you out. So do you have a Zgrill or thinking about getting one? I'd love to hear about your experiences down in the comments below, as well as if there's some other products you'd like us to take a look at. We'll catch you next time.